There we are.
Are we live?
We're good now, buddy. We're good now.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Mr. Lynch is at home. He's kind of whooped up. He did some home renovations today and ripped out a wall in his house, and he's feeling pretty rough and under the weather.
Oh, I mean, hey, that's some hard work.
Damn right it is.
So, you want to talk about tearing down walls? My dad bought, our first house that he bought. It was like a double house, and he, gave us kids the sledgehammers and said, "Knock out that wall." So me, I'm the youngest, always been rambunctious. I take that sledgehammer, running start. I'm like, boom, smack it. Well, here I hit dead center in the ductwork that went upstairs to downstairs and knocked all the ductwork down, all of it. He was like, son of a bitch. I knocked it all down.
Fry, what's up, brother? The link's in the chat there if you want to hop up.
Yeah, he learned at an early age to not just give me a sledgehammer and say go to town.
Yeah, I can understand why.
I break stuff, and I break stuff well.
That banana's still locked up with that cinnamon.
Nice, dude. I've had so many locks. I'm like almost disgusted because, like, I had one good clutch go, which is the Mahogany Mojave Het Clown Head Hypo to that Leopard Clown that I think it's going to throw Grim. I think it's a Leopard Grim by the first clutch he sired. But everything else cool isn't going yet. And I'm just like, fucking bitches, go. Go. I want to shake the shit out of them. Get the eggs out of them.
Yeah, no shit, man. These other three females paired for me fucking
over a year ago.
At the end of last year, and they still didn't fucking go yet.
My Ultramel's been pairing with that gravel. That's Het Clown Head Ultramel. She's bamboo black pastel Ultramel, and she's been pairing with the gravel Het Clown Head Ultramel for like 10, 11 months. And I mean, she looks like she's going to go, but that's about it. But like all my cool shit didn't go this year, and it's kind of sucks. What up, Eric? I hope you're doing all right. Hello, ladies.
How's it going, Eric? You still in the hospital? What's going on?
Calling us ladies. I hope he stays in the hospital another week now.
Ladies, he'll wake up in the morning and his winky will be gone.
Hey, I ain't say nothing like that.
They'll get his paperwork confused with the weirdo next door.
Oh shit. Where's he at? I'm going to go switch that paperwork around.
Probably down there around Butler somewhere, I'd assume.
You have to go home.
Yeah, it's down around Butler. All right.
Oh, he got to go home today. We're a day late and $1 short.
Oh, damn it. I'm glad you're home, though, bud. I'm glad
to see you're feeling better.
Coming around. I mean, I got some good news today. I told you, but, I kind of kept this quiet. I mean, I did say, about me getting a colonoscopy, but they seen something up there that they didn't like. So, of course, they wanted to put a camera up my butt. So I walk in there that day and they're like, "Oh, how you doing?" I was like, "Oh, just thrilled. I am just thrilled." And they're like, "Well, you don't look it." I was like, "Well, I'm actually mortified. That was being sarcastic. Like, you're sticking something in my ass. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm mortified." Well, anyways, to make that whole long story short, I had them nurses laughing the whole time. I mean, it was just, trying to make the best of a shitty situation. And the results come back today, and they were some kind of polyps that weren't cancerous, so they were all benign. And they said since they caught it in that stage, it drastically reduced my chances of catching colon cancer. So, like, I took one for the team, but I ain't getting colon cancer.
If I had to pick a movie character that reminded me of you, it'd be the Lou dude from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh god.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, fucking Motley Lou, dude. I'd love it.
That's what I'm
Go back
saying,
in time
man.
and change all kinds of shit to where I'm like rich. Yeah, I hell yeah.
Come
I
on
love
now,
it.
you know we all dressed like that back in the day.
I was too young to dress like that. In the 80s, I ain't wearing no spandex. I don't think I've ever had a pair of spandex on my body, just to be, perfectly
Yeah, I
clear.
don't think I did either, but I meant as far as the blue jeans and the leather jacket.
Oh, I've had some blue jeans and leather jackets, yeah, for real. But now, I got to take that back. I did try the wrestling uniform on once. My after like ninth grade football, I played 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, and varsity when they need me. I got in a couple varsity quarters. But the ninth grade football coach said, "Man, you're really quick off the line. You'd make a hell of a wrestler." I went to one wrestling practice. He gave me my wrestling uniform, and I tried that thing on and walked out. And I said, "What am I going to do if I catch a glimpse at a cheerleader and get a boner in this thing?" I don't think so. And so I didn't wrestle because I didn't want to have an embarrassing moment in that thing.
Sport wouldn't have the dude on your team sitting down there on the other side of the bench eyeballing you from across the room.
I would have definitely been on the bottom if I was Sporting Wood. I wouldn't have been on the top because I wasn't about, no. All right. I wouldn't about jump on someone like, I would have forfeited. I would have forfeited the match. Just would have forfeited.
Yep, I'm out. I can't do this.
Yeah, I'm done. I was really shallow when I was a teenager. Like, not
Hey,
shallow.
In all honesty, it could be worse, man. You could be in the position and feel somebody else getting a boner.
Yeah, that motherfucker would have lost it. I'd have turned around and grabbed me a handful and yanked. I ain't shy. I'll grab that motherfucker and I'll yank it and I'll pull it off. It's coming.
No comment.
But-
Because I grabbed some hairy tangerine.
I was one of them cocky teenagers that you couldn't tell nothing to. Like, I was a pretty decent pitcher, but I only had 2 or 3 innings of good stuff. So they took me out of the starting rotation and moved me to a closer. And I took that as a downgrade. So I quit baseball because they pissed me off. I wanted to be a starter pitcher, but I would have been a way better closer. And they did the right thing. And I just didn't understand it as a teen. So I thought it was a demotion, but it was actually a promotion. And I quit. I quit on them. Then the basketball coach told me, "I got a good 6-man spot for you on the bench." And I was like, 6-man? What you talk about 6-man? I just beat 4 out of your 5 starters and you're calling to talk 6-man? Hey, 6-man, you get in, you play. I would have been playing, like just walking on my 11th grade year. He would have played me. But nah, I was too much. I was too cocky.
Hey, it happens.
I'm much more humbled of a person now.
Yeah, me too, surprisingly.
Oh wow, look at that.
Look what I found today.
Arrest me and Tupac.
The root beer
murder.
barrels. Those are the old ones.
Uh-huh.
Those are the ones that are like really root beery. They will fucking knock your socks off.
Mm-hmm.
So, am I right on my taste buds with this one? Don't birch beer kind of taste like if Pepto Bismol had a pop?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. And that's what I said birch beer tasted like. And everyone was like, "No, you're kind of wrong there. I don't think it maybe like a different style of root beer." I was like, "No way, dude. It's Pepto Bismol pop. I'm telling you."
I don't know. I've always been a fan of the Dad's root beer.
Dad's ain't bad. I mean, I like, what is that one called? Hanks. They come in the bottles, Hanks. They got root beer, like, the vanilla cream soda, black cherry, which is awesome, orange. They got a couple different flavors, but they're around.
Munster come out with a dreamsickled flavor now too.
I never heard of that brand.
Oh, it's good.
Dude, my all-time favorite pop, like, and I don't think I'll ever find anything that'll just change that because it was like my favorite as a kid is Fago. Fago had some good shit when we was younger.
Yeah, they did way back in the day.
Like that Fago lemonade that came out with when you're a couple years younger than me. So I was probably like 8 or 9. So you would have probably been like 5 or 6. And there were a couple summers they came out with that lemonade pop. That was banging, dude. That was like the best lemonade, like soft drink that I ever had in my life. And I don't know what they did to their grape and their orange, but their grape and their orange used to be so much better than it is today.
Yeah. It's hard to find anymore, too.
Yeah, they don't. Since Sheetz lost the contract to sell Fago, you can't really find it.
Shop and Save has it.
I don't
What
know,
up, Pete?
she says our Shop and Save has it, but I don't pay that place that much attention.
We don't have a Shop and Save up here. They don't like to let you save up here at State College. And they
Dude,
like
it
to
ain't
shop
nothing
and get
about
your ass broke.
Saving that ain't money.
You go in down there and walk out with 3 bags at this place, you done spent $120.
Yeah, you ain't shaving. Yeah, there is one. There's one on top of the mountain up in Snowshoe. I guess that is a Shop and Save. So yeah, I guess we do have it up here. So all my hatchlings are eating. They're
Good
still
deal.
eating. They took 3 meals. I had one regurge, and I think it regurged because my heat strip, I like somehow one of the terminals came loose. So I tightened it up and, made sure it was really tight this time. And it's, working properly now. It's up to like, when I measure inside the tub, it's like 89 degrees. When I measure the heat tape, it's like 92 degrees, right where the thermostat's set. So, but when it
Might be
regurged,
rubbing a shed off.
when it regurged, I didn't know if it was like, it passed it and just didn't, like digest it properly. So, I put the rubber gloves on and I picked it up and it was smelling it and stuff, I mean, that thing was barely together. You know what I mean? It wanted to fall apart, but, it didn't stink. It didn't stink at all. So like the bones was really soft and brittle. I guess it like got 75% digested and then it regurged it out. So, I mean, I was lucky with that, but it was still pretty nasty.
Now, did you say the famous line, that's a spicy meatball?
No, I didn't say that's the spice of the meat the butter. No, I said, I hope that's not a stinky fucking rat.
Madman, yo, what's up, brother? Good
What
to
up,
see you.
man? How's it going? So I'm like a little over 500 hours away from getting that first tier monetization. If anyone out there wants to help me out, please put my playlist, on a phone or something, like through the night or something. I don't expect you to sit there and watch it during the day. I mean, but if you could help me out, it'd be appreciated for sure.
Hell yeah, put that shit on autoplay and let it run. Make sure the volume's up a little bit so it counts.
Yeah, I think I need 565 hours. But see, what sucks is I started doing lives last November. So when it gets back to November, like I'm going to have to match the hours I had to start gaining hours. So it's going to suck, but I think I could still do it because at least the first 2 months, we wasn't getting that many watch. We was only getting like maybe 10 people at most. I mean, them first times we had like 4 or 5, but I'm hoping to get it before November. Just push it a little bit this month and see what happens.
What the hell, Madman? You was out this way all day and you couldn't spare 10 minutes to stop in and say hello?
Oh, I didn't know Madman was in the area in PA. There's another PA dude. Hell yeah, Madman.
He's from he's from Johnstown up around Moxham area.
Oh, damn, Johnstown's probably like a hop, skip, and a jump. It's a little over an hour from me.
Yeah, he's about
I guess the Johnstown exit's a little over an hour for me. It still takes like a half hour down 119, but I could still get to, or not 119. What is it? 219 maybe?
Yeah.
Coming coming from what is it called? Evansburg. I think that's 219 that goes down.
219, yeah.
Yeah. So I get there in like an hour and a half.
He's a little closer to me than that, but
He's probably
Not
about
much.
an hour from us.
he's about an hour drive from my house.
I could get to Evansburg pretty easily in an hour, like without having to drive too fast.
My mom lives up that way.
Your mom, my mama said, my mama said.
Did he get into the chat, or is that a different nerd?
I don't know.
So what is your plans for next year? Are you starting to work that out, or
Yeah, I'm trying to get this
salute to you, nerd?
clown up to see if he wants to go here, because I got the one that just went for us that had the banana. I want to breed him to her because she hasn't been bred to anything else since,
Right.
and try to get in on this desert ghost project, I guess.
Well, I'm doing something that I didn't think I'd be doing for a while, but I'm buying another snake.
Sweet. What are you getting?
It's too good of a deal. Like 175 shipped, and it's a yellow belly, pinstripe, orange ghost hypo, het desert ghost. And I have 2 female Enchi het hypo, het desert ghost. So it's just like, well, damn, there's a pretty good project for the desert ghost hypo thing. Now,
Mhm.
I don't have many genes in it. It's only pinstripe, yellow belly, and Enchi. But like once my plan is once I hit these double visuals, like even if it's a male or female, I got genes that I could put into it that's in clown. Like I got everything in clown. And I'm eventually taking DG hypo into clown. So like I'll have triple hets right off the bat. 100% triple hets, anyways. As soon as I hit that double.
DWI, where are you from? I forget.
Gobbler's Knob is a real place.
Yeah, it is.
That's down there by him. What's up, Solo? He lives in Harrisburg. That's where Snugs is from, Harrisburg.
Yeah, he said he was like an hour on the northern side of Harrisburg.
Oh, see, I thought he lived right in Harrisburg. If he's an hour north of Harrisburg, that's up there by closer to Reading then.
How's that one?
Hazleton area, probably, even.
DWI, you got to clarify that. Is that Washington, PA, or Washington, the state?
Or Washington, D.C.
Still, I could get to DC and just about as fast as I can get to Washington County in Pennsylvania, because it takes damn near 3 hours to get to Washington County from here. I could get to Baltimore in 3 hours. So Stan didn't believe me that I could get to Canada in 4 hours from here. And I did State College, PA to Niagara Falls, Canada, because that's right there on the border. 4 hours and 17 minutes. I know I can make 17 minutes up with speed.
Yeah.
Washington State.
I thought I did it in right around 4 hours when we went there. I thought it was, right around 4.
I don't know. Dude I fucking worked for one night said him and Brian were going for wings and asked me if I wanted to go. And I said no, and they ended up going to fucking Niagara Falls just for wings.
Huh? Well, Buffalo, Niagara Falls is right there on the other side of Buffalo, because there is a Niagara Falls, New York.
Yeah.
It's right there, on the border. That's a nice area up there. I like that area.
Wouldn't know. Couldn't tell you.
Could you hear my cat meowing?
No.
Because he wants to go outside, but he keeps going outside and getting his ass kicked. Comes back with bite marks and scrapes all over his face, and we don't want to let him out. But he is diehard about going out. So
I just broke up a fight between my two boys. They're brothers, literal brothers from the same litter, and they were beating each other up. I had to grab one and bring him in the house.
They'll figure it out.
cats fight for sure.
They'll figure it out.
DC
Well-
isn't a state. No, it's like a area, but it's in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what that was about, but they just had a Mean Joe Green fucking football card on the news for a second or so. I didn't get to see what it was about.
They caught the killer for Tupac.
No way.
Yes way. It was on the news. They arrested
That was
somebody.
20 years ago.
Yep.
It was longer than 20 years ago.
96.
Yeah.
Even longer than 20 years ago, buddy. I was in high school.
20.
Yeah, 20, yeah, 20, about almost 30 years. 28. That it was in 96. That's 4 years to 2000, and it's 23, so 27, 28 years. 27, yeah.
Yeah, according to the news, they did, but I didn't watch it to see because, to be honest, I don't really care.
I'm going to have to Google that because they pinned it on someone. They didn't really catch it. They just pinned it on someone.
Yeah, it's all record company related. It's like the shit with Dimebag Darrell.
Well, see, that was just some douchebag fan, from what I hear anyways, on that. It was some fan that was upset that Pantera wasn't together no more. So he took it out by shooting Dimebag.
Yeah, well, he didn't make it
Idiot.
far.
Idiot.
They done smoked his ass right there in the fucking bar.
I would have too. I would have beat the shit out of him too.
Oh no, his dime security pulled out a fucking gun, shot him point blank, fucking dead right in the bar.
I would have wanted to beat him up first. Like now at my age, yeah, shoot his ass. But back then, when he died, I'd want to beat him up. Because I ain't shit now. I might talk
don't
a good game, but I ain't shit now.
That whole situation to me, Dime was one hell of a fucking guitar player, and I think somebody wanted him out of the picture.
Like I said, that's what the guy's relatives was saying, that he had a vendetta against him because they wouldn't accept Phil Anselmo as their singer no more. But I mean, why didn't anyone shoot Axl Rose? He was being a dickhead. You know, he was the reason Guns N' Roses broke up.
By all
Same
rights, that
reason-
asshole should have been shot several times. And I'm a Guns N' Roses fan, and I'll say that I can't stand that arrogant bastard.
Yeah, he's a cocky, arrogant bastard. But that's why John Lennon basically got shot, because, you know, he wanted to do his own thing, and they wanted the Beatles together. What's up, April? How's it going? I mean, and that was all the way back, what, in 81? Lennon got shot? I think.
Oh,
I don't
wasn't
know.
even born yet.
I mean, could you imagine if, you know, all of them was still alive? I mean, what?
How was he gonna
Music would have been changed. That's a lot fucking over the decades.
Didn't Ringo just die recently?
I don't know.
I think Paul's the only one that's living.
Couldn't tell you, buddy.
I have no idea.
Yeah, well, if they arrested a 60-year-old dude, he'd have been like, you know, what, in his late 30s?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
How old was Tupac when he died?
wasn't he 27 when he got shot?
Yeah, he was part of that 27 crew.
That's what I
Yeah, I'm
thought.
pretty sure of it. I mean, what? Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin, Jimi
Jimi
Hendrix, Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
Wasn't Van Morrison in that too?
I ain't sure.
I don't know. I'm not sure, but there's a lot of them. That one guy, I don't know. It's not Sawyer Brown. It was someone else that was like him. Maybe the lead singer for Buffalo Springfield.
Shut that heater off.
One of them. It was one of them that there's another one that was in that era that died at 27.
I meant both of them.
There's a lot. There's at least 10. I am the walrus, cuckoo, cuckoo. Well, I mean, I think there would have been a lot more good music put out if some dickhead just wouldn't have decided to kill John Lennon. I mean,
Yeah.
I think there would have been a reunion tour at least. I think there would have been another album after all the egos got put aside. I mean, think about it. Them guys were like 18, 19 years old. I mean, think about yourself when you was 18, 19 years old. Now you got the world handed to you with these other 18, 19-year-old arrogant, cocky assholes. And, you know, women come into play, this come into play, that come into play. I mean, it's bound to happen. It's a recipe for disaster. And, you know, there's not many bands that do stick together through all the shit.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'd
Got the
probably
look.
been the same way if I was in a rock band when I was younger. We'd have probably all broke up because our cocky, arrogant asshole minds, and then reunited in the 40s because that's when everyone calms the fuck down.
I think about the only band that actually stuck it out together from day one was ZZ Top.
AC/DC.
No, AC/DC had a different lead singer from the start.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't have that dude.
And have Angus.
Boy,
Fuck was his name?
I mean, Megadeth. When Megadeth was like a byproduct of Metallica.
And which I'm kind of upset that they kicked him out of the band for being an alcoholic when they were a fucking alcoholic. But if they wouldn't have done
If that's
such,
the
we wouldn't have
reason-
Megadeth.
If that's the reason that they kicked him out of the band, that's a bullshit reason because James Hetfield and Lars Ulrich and Kirk Hamlet, they was all alcoholics back in the day.
Cliff Burton, all of them, man, they all fucking hammered
Well,
that shit.
Well, Cliff, like he's the one that died, and I think it was in a bus accident. He wasn't even, you know, he might have been drunk, but he wasn't driving.
Yeah. I don't know if it was a bus accident or a plane crash.
Wasn't Buddy Holly playing over too?
Yeah, Buddy Holly was in a plane crash. But wasn't
Yeah.
Ronnie Van Zant 20 years old or 27 years old when
I think.
I think he was in that 27-year-old club too. But that's nuts. Think about that. Like them guys, like some of the guitars survived that plane crash. You know,
Yep.
could you imagine that fucking being sit there? Because Netflix has a really good documentary on that. Like the surviving members actually come out and talk about it for the first time. It was like made like 4 or 5 years ago. But yeah, there's a really good documentary on Netflix about Leonard Skinner.
I'm not
There's
a real big
lot of
Leonard
good
Skinner
music
fan. but I
documentaries on
watch it.
Netflix. What'd you say?
I said I'm not a big Skinner fan, but I'll watch it.
Oh, I don't know. I like some of their songs, but I mean, everyone likes that song, Give Me 3 Steps. And the first time I heard it, I was like, this song's about backing down from a fight. He's a pussy. I don't like this song. And I never liked it because he's talking about running away from a fight. And since I was 7 years old, if I got my ass kicked or not, I was still coming back for more. I mean, so I never wanted 3 steps. You give me 3 steps and I'm going to knock you out.
Yep.
Not anymore, though. I'm a bitch anymore.
Yeah, I don't bother anybody, man. I rarely leave our chunk of property down here. It's either to go to work or go to the fucking store. That's about it.
You really got to get under my skin and piss me off to get me, mad anymore. Like, you got to hurt one of my kids, or basically come up and punch me in the face to get a rise out of me. And I'm just like, it ain't worth it. I have 2 minutes of hell that I'm going to give you, and if you could last that, you're going to beat my ass, because after that, I'm out of gas. All you got to do is stay away from me for 2 minutes. You can beat my ass. Can't believe I'm admitting that on air.
My buddy Bobby's been doing the tree work with us, and our chipper done whoops our ass. We're both fucking out of shape, and it's an old.
It's chippers ain't no joke,
dude. It's an old Asplin chipper with a fucking drum in it, and it's got fucking a 306 that runs it, and it just
I ever
beats
tell
the
you that
shit out of
story?
you.
When I was 19, I worked for this tree company called Southwest Tree Service. Rob Allman was the guy's name, and we went down to it was like the Maryland, Virginia area. We in between Maryland, West Virginia, and Virginia, right there where they all three come together. And we was cleaning up, like power lines and shit where these trees got blew down. And this Mexican dude, his name was Jose. They kept telling him, throw from the side, don't stand in the middle. Well, Jose got sucked in. I mean, that chipper didn't miss a beat.
Nope.
There's a big pile of blood. Nothing left to him. Nothing. I mean, you couldn't even see clothes. Your PPE. I'm on a live. You want to come meet people? Come sit down. I got my youngest daughter living with me again, and every time I'm on a live, she comes out here and says, "What you doing?" and stands here and talks to me, but won't get on the camera.
Ain't no point in being shy around us.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. No point in being shy. Yeah, come show everyone how pretty you are.
No.
Come on.
No.
I made something beautiful. I want people to see it. Everyone's going to be like, that thing didn't come out of you. She's too pretty.
Is that the one you want to get the golf cart for?
No, that's my oldest one, because she's 21 and don't know how to drive yet.
Oh.
And she's scared to get behind the wheel. So
God, it's cold out here.
I think it's perfectly fine out here. Sit down.
No.
I'm not talking about you, Blue.
Blue can get up there.
Yeah, Blue always jumps up here with me. Come on. See, he ain't shy. He'll get on the camera, huh? Come on, buddy.
What kind of dog is that?
A blue healer.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought, too.
They're fucking annoying, ain't they?
He's a ball of energy. I will say that. He is a
No shit, I got 3 of them.
Yeah, we got 3 of them.
Sit. That buddy.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
We got Smoke and we got Baby. Baby's a red healer and Catahoula mix. She's a good dog. She's fairly quiet and she'll listen pretty good to me. But these other 2, Smoke and Zombie, they're just fucking out and out fucking idiots. They don't fucking listen. Smoke's got a shock collar on him to get him to shut up, and you can shock him, and fucking 3 seconds later, he's right back to fucking barking.
Well, a punch gets like a mean rouse out of me. You get a rouse out of me on anything. Like I get turned up, but like to really get me mad, you'd have to punch me in the face for sure. But yeah, I don't know. Like that's what the girl gave him to me. Said he was a blue healer, but he looks like he's got shorter hair than a blue healer, because blue healers are furry. But he looks like what they call.
Baby and Zombie.
Well, he looks like what they call an Australian sheep herder, because he's got the shorter hair. He don't got the bushy hair.
Some got real bushy hair. Some got real thick short coats.
Yeah, well, he's got the real thick short coat. I didn't know. You know what I mean? I just see the big bushy ones.
That white spot in his head, does he have a lump underneath it?
Yep.
That's a Bentley lump. That's a Bentley line. That's an Australian cattle dog.
Yeah, he's an Australian cattle dog. Like he's a good. Like, dude, this dog's fast. I've never seen a dog this fast in my life. Like he runs like you would not believe. Yeah, he looks similar to her or him.
He's 9 years old.
He's getting old. His ears are floppy because he got attacked by the cat.
Yeah,
Very good
Blues, I
looking.
think he was 3 when I got him, and I've had him for about 4 years, so he's 7, 8-ish. He's not far behind her, but he's still just an idiot, like total idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Our previous
one time-
landlord had one of them side by side, one of them Cub Cadet yard derf dogs or whatever the fuck they were, little
Yeah.
2-seater side by side with a dump bed on the back of it.
Right.
That thing like would run like 27 mile an hour, and this dog would run in front of us, and he'd speed up, and then he'd fall back to where his tail would touch the bumper, and he'd take off again, and just the
I
whole way
guarantee
across,
it.
the whole way
I
across the
guarantee
fucking
it.
property like that.
Anytime he's mowing, the dog needs tied up because if not, he's trying to eat the tire.
But one time, this dumbass dog, I let him out. As soon as I left him out the door, he's like a rocket. Well, he V-lined towards a tree because there's a chipmunk climbing up a tree. This dog head first, right in that tree, full speed. Like, boom! And shook it off and got back up. Like, I can't even play ball with him because I seen on the internet of these blue healers when they run, they're so fast. They'll bend down to get that ball without stopping, and they could break their neck. I seen one break its neck, and I seen one break their back, and I seen one break its legs. Because when they run, they don't slow down. They're so excited to get that ball, they'll roll over. And I seen Blue make that motion 100 times. You can't even play ball with him no more because I'm afraid he's just going to break his neck. He's an idiot. He don't care.
Go to Petco. It's like $20 or something. Get them a tire. It's about yay big. They fucking love them rubber tires.
Dude, like you go get him like one of them big ropes, and like ropes are like 2 feet long or whatever, and like this thick. He'll have that thing annihilated in an hour. Like an hour. He won't stop. An hour. It's done.
Dude, I'm telling you, this dog's the same way. Go get him one of them tires from fucking Petco. He'll have it a month or two.
Yeah, but we go get him like the dried out pig ears and stuff that are like the rawhide, but they're not rawhide. 10 minutes. That thing's done. 10 minutes.
We buy
my dog a week, 4 a month. That's all he needs. My dog will have that done in an hour.
We buy him the fucking big bag of cow hooves from Tractor Supply.
Now, I don't know. I never really tried to buy the cow hooves, but I bought the pig ears every once in a while when I go to the butcher shop, and he likes the pig ears, but 10 minutes are gone. I mean,
he'll love him fucking them cow hooves. There's two fucking things about them cow hooves. One, they stink when they start chewing on them because of what they tan them with.
right.
And 2, middle of the night, walking through your house, and it'll teach you to be soft-footed because you step on that motherfucking thing, it hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude, like if I step on anything uneven, I'm on the ground because I have no ligaments in my ankle, and the anchors and bands they use to fuse it back together, I think it's for like a 100-pound human being, not a 250-pound human being, because it don't work. When I step on something uneven, I go down. I just roll. I'm on the ground.
I don't know. Did you see the video Solo posted about the weenies giving each other a bath?
The fuck?
Yeah. Her weenies were cleaning each other.
Oh.
Well, that sounds pretty gay, if you ask me.
Yeah, it should have come with it should have come with like at least a XX rating or something on it,
Yeah. Wieners cleaning each other. Is that like sword fighting? That was wrong. That was dumb. Sorry, that's a little dumb.
Hey, I laughed about it, so you ain't gotta say sorry.
It's mildly funny. Mildly. Oh shit. So what do you want to talk about next?
This fucking banana that we got, I keep seeing GHI in them. It's either GHI or fucking Enchi, but the pattern
I
wraps
can't-
up over.
I can't
pattern-
tell anything in bananas. Banana fucks everything up. It's like Orange Ghost. It's just like whatever it does in banana, it don't do anywhere else. Like the banana screws it up. So banana's another one of them ones that's hard to see. It's in the color, basically. I mean, I think this ain't, 100%, but that's what I'm seeing from things. Like anything like that changes pattern and does typical or non-typical pattern changes, it's in the color. Like an Orange Ghost. Like you can't tell like what's in it unless you look at the color. You get anything in the 8-ball complex, it turns the thing orange. Like, orange. The whole snake's orange, like mine. It's orange. So, I mean, I'm going to be working with Orange Ghost, so I'm going to have to figure it out. But then again, it's just like, what the fuck? Here I am working with this gene that it's hard to tell shit in. That's why I don't want to work pods, because you can't tell what's in them.
Yeah. Lynch even said that with pods, that it's a bitch to tell what's involved in them, even if you do know what the pairing is.
Well, just like black pastel. Black pastel typically makes a high white pied. But, I got one of the black pastels with this big, reddish orange dot in the middle. And it's just like, is that something else causing it? Or is that just black pastel? Now, if you go on Morph Market and look, there's a couple on there with, similar markings. But did they mis-ID that? I think that it's the yellow belly. I think the yellow belly hitting the one, and it's a black pastel yellow belly. But there's so much misidentification on Morph Market, you can't use it. It's not a good reference. So I'm just identifying what I know's in it, and if you get extra genes, you get extra genes. I don't know what to say. KKK.
This is Heathen, one of my cats.
He looks
He's a
like a
chunk-
heathen.
Yeah.
He's a little shithead.
That cat's brother, all I got to do is look at it and it's fucking gone.
I squirt mine with a spray bottle because like it won't quit meowing, so I get the spray bottle out. At one night, it had me so pissed off. Here, let me show you.
I about killed the cat. I about killed this cat.
Good.
I about killed this cat here one night. She come home and brought Chelsea home here, and he come in the house with a thing of chicken nuggets and set them down on the couch. And the fucking Chelsea went to get in the chicken nuggets, and the cat ran in here and jumped right up there and stuck its fucking head in the box. And I grabbed that cat and started beating that motherfucker with my fist. And Chelsea's like, "Daddy, stop!" So I stopped and let go of the cat. And if I look at that fucking cat, he's gone.
I should name him Spooks because he's afraid of his own shadow.
Yeah. It was Charlie, the Charlie episode from Gray Rider a couple weeks ago. Well, in the last 20 minutes of that episode, the cat was sitting here 5 feet away from me meowing and wouldn't stop. Like, not just meow, it was meow, 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 meow for like 20 minutes. So I took one of these bottles of water and I grabbed it like this, opened it, and I just punched the back of it, and the whole bottle went directly at that cat, and he didn't know it was coming. And half meow, he looked at me and be like, meow, and choked on the water because I hit him directly in the face and the mouth. That cat was mad at me for a month. I was like, here, take that, asshole cat. You want to meow? Meow now, bitch.
Fucking right.
Oh, God, he's ridiculous with it. He won't shut up. He don't get it. In the summertime, we won't let him go out because he gets fleas, and he brings fleas in here like crazy. So we won't let him go out. I mean, we get them Seresto flea colors and everything, and none of that shit works.
This shit don't work. It's just a fucking bottle. But I take brewer's yeast, garlic, and table salt and Dawn and fucking bring it to a boil, and then fucking put it in this bottle and fucking spray it on them. Dude, take your cats outside and spray it on your cats, and you can watch the fleas fucking jump off of them instantly.
You're gonna have to give me that recipe next summer because I won't remember it. It's too
'Cause
cold
we
for
use-
them now. They die at night.
We use it to spray the furniture down and the fucking carpets and stuff around the snakes and stuff, because you got to watch what the fuck you spray around them, you know.
I
Yes.
use that dye something in earth,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's just like a real fine powder. And they say that you have to use like a face mask because you can't breathe it in. I just grab a handful and hold my breath and spray it around, and I let it sit there a day or two, and I vacuum them up like it's a carpet cleaner, and
Yep.
it kills like I'd say a good 75% of them.
this shit here, if you get it on the fleas, it dries their skin, well, dehydrates them from the inside.
I just pictured my cat trying to lick the water out of the air when I spray the gun out of it or spray the water out of it. That's funny. What's up, Justin?
No, they don't
Did I
like the
see
taste
Rudy
of this
coming
stuff.
here? What's up to you, Rudy, too?
Yeah, Moon's in here, Justin's in here.
Come on up, Justin. The link's in the chat.
Yes, it is, and I'll
Redrop the link.
repost it if you want it.
Redrop it.
Oh, let me figure out how to do this again.
Justin's too cool to come up with us, though. Are you still going live with Dave? Or did he jump out again?
Him and BPL, they were just live last night.
All right. I didn't know if they went live last night because after my live, I kind of just passed out. I started watching that auction that Derek had. Man, I forget who got it. I think that Jesus Carrera, I think, got it. Got a Enchi yellow belly redhead for $310.
Yeah, I think that was him. And I was looking at that one Luca got, but I ain't got the fucking money to get it, so.
I could have
got
came
that.
up with money, but I got to buy that nail. And then I got to buy, there's a female off of Justin that I got to buy that I said I wanted. And then there's just a couple things that I got to loose ends that I gave my word that I wanted that I got to clean up. So I'm not going to make any obligations until I do what I've already said I was going to do.
There's the link, Justin, if you want to pop up here. I know you're busy and all, probably eating dinner.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that they're like 3 hours behind us.
We got that big tree job to do Sunday and Monday. Probably going to end up finishing it off Tuesday, going back and cleaning up the rest of the logs. And then I want to get that big female that we got from Justin shipped up here, and I might pick him babies up if I got the money for it.
All right. But yeah, I mean, that orange, like pinstripe, yellow belly, orange ghost, het, desert ghost is just too good of a deal to pass up.
Absolutely.
And then I'm selling that GHI het clown I got just because, I mean, I like GHI, don't get me wrong, but it's difficult to identify in other combos. So like it don't have another recessive attached to it, and all my other het clown nails is either het for something else or visual. So it hit the chopping block. I got it sold. I'm just waiting on the dude to send me money. He sent me a down payment, but what's that?
Hang on.
Is that blood?
Yep.
Is that the male?
No, this is the female.
Man, she looks different every time I see her.
Oh, dude, she's beautiful. I absolutely love her. She's hands down. Other than that little banana that we produced this year, she's my favorite snake that we got here.
She almost. Oh no, I guess not. As I say, she's got a busy pattern. It almost looks Batik, but I don't. That's just. That's
Should've
wild.
Yeah,
killed
No,
she's
never
got a
mind.
very busy pattern, but she's a killer strike,
And
Nice.
she het for T positive. Or T
and she's het for T positive, which the male's a visual T positive.
I like how she's got that mustache.
Oh yeah, it's all copper colored around her lips. This phone don't pick it up.
Man, she looks like so slimy, but she's not.
No, it's just that they're like 70-80% humidity in their tank all the time. They like it real in there.
She's like she's got poop on you. That's one.
Look at that big old poop in there.
Yeah, she's waiting for you for about a month from now. Then you're gonna have a big old pile of poop.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why I really stopped thinking about getting into bloods. For one, I got to really worry about getting these ball pythons squared away first. But then
Look at that head stamp. Oh, you
I
bet
don't
you
want to
wouldn't.
clean up the poop.
It ain't that bad.
All right, what is it going to be when that thing gets full grown?
It still ain't that bad. It ain't gonna be as bad as a fucking 18-foot retic.
Yeah, that's bad.
Well,
Believe
I'm
me.
not getting an 18-foot retic to begin with. I mean, I'm still kind of a wussy with these things.
I had to use a damn freaking dustpan for the pooper scooper.
Ha, that's funny. That's a big shit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
3 10-pound rabbits.
What's he
Wow.
soaking? There's my baby.
That's that nanner.
Yeah.
It's got to have something else in it because it don't got spots.
He's a baby.
He's the baby yet.
It should be showing some spots at least.
No, not yet. He's only fucking 3 months old, maybe
No.
4.
No, older than that. Wait. June, July, August, September. 4 months old.
Say he
But
looks
it's,
a good 300-400 grams.
Oh yeah, he's an eater, man. He does not pass food up. You can feed him 3 days a week if you want to.
He loves the food.
Tell you what, those the hatchlings I got, they're starting to like the food. I mean, as soon as I drop that in there, they're like, "Give it here, I want it."
That's usually him. But my albino, on the other hand, she usually waits like 15-20 minutes to eat the rat after it's in there.
So albino, banana super pastel fire.
Is what we're thinking he is.
That's what me and Lynch have come to the conclusion that he is.
Super pastel, you think?
Yep.
Because dad's a pastel, mom's a pastel.
I'll get you some good pictures of him sent tomorrow when he's out in the sunlight. Good lighting. He's super pastel fire.
For the bananas. He's like, oh, hello.
I mean, like I said, it's so hard to see anything in banana.
Yeah, it is.
Now, that's what I like about Ultramel over banana, is because the combos are a little bit easier to tell because it changes it up so much.
I'm shut up him straight for now.
No, I ain't messing with her.
I'll go get something. What do you want to see?
Sparky.
All right, I'll go down. No, he's not so bad now. Like I got him calmed down after he, got laid. He kind of got calmed down a little bit. Hold on, let me go get him.
T positive is a form of the albino trait, Solo. There's T positive and T negative. T negatives are more red.
He just shed too.
Here he is.
That's what that little one you got's going to look like as it gets older and darkens up.
I don't know, dude. Like I seen this one as a baby. Like I had him at like 200 grams. That's when I got him, and he looked nothing like that.
No?
But that's just a cool pattern on his back. He's just got cool markings.
He is pretty.
Like that coloring on the side there of his neck, it's like olive green. It's like orange, brown. And then he's starting to get like the black beard underneath. I'm not going to be able to say it, but he's getting black underneath.
Yep.
See it?
Yep.
He's cool. I think I'm going to get him shed tested
I would.
just to
Then
see
you
if there's
know what
anything in him. I think he's gravel or I think he's a yellow belly complex gene. I thought the guy told me it came from a black pastel Enchi clutch, and I don't think it's black pastel or Enchi. I think I think he had a yellow belly complex gene in there, and it's one of them yellow belly complex genes.
Mm-hmm.
See now where he has pattern, I could see it, and in my hypos, I can't see it. And see, he shed, and I can see pattern where he has pattern. You can't see it on there, but when you
Yeah, I know
fold
what
it
you're
out,
saying.
you could see it. All right, I'm gonna take him back.
Bring the remote back out here when you're done. So what's new with you, Solo? Mr. Lynch is at home. They started remodeling his house a little bit here today and knocked out a wall and did a bunch of shit, and he's kind of sore.
Look at this girl. She's getting huge. She's starting to put on some weight. That's Cutie Pie.
Oh yeah, she is. She's a good looking snake though.
Oh yeah, she is. She got wood chips on her. I love that. I love how that blushing staying there. Like it's got that orange color in it. It's got some grays in it.
Yep. See that sentiment I got? Her alien heads are all blurred together like that. She's got the high blushing on her, and
Look at that
underneath
blushing in that alien head.
Yep.
That pixelation.
Yep.
Look at that. That's awesome. And it's on both sides that she's got that outline and that orange blushing. It
I
kind
like
of
it.
looks like smoky flames. Say hi. Then she's got a little monster on her neck, little crab monster. Yeah, she's cool, dude. She's probably up to about, I'd say 950, close to 1,000. Of course, she took the
All of
water
our
bowl.
females, all of our
What's that?
females, but one are over the 1250 mark.
I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them that's under 1,000. But all 4 of those are, I don't know. The one might not go. She's a picky eater, but maybe 2. That lesser orange ghost, that clown, het G stripe, because I got her tested and she proved out G stripe. I only paid $300 for her, and that was a steal. Lesser inchy, orange ghost, het clown, het G stripe.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky on that one. But I don't think she's going to go next year. She's going to be in early 2025. And then that other orange ghost that I have, that either calico or whatever it is, I don't think she's going to go. I don't know if it's a reindeer on her neck.
It does kind of look like a stag head. Maybe it's a jackalope.
Kind of a jackalope. Yeah, I see jackalope. Maybe a scary monster with like some kind of messed up horns.
It's a horny alien.
Yeah, horny alien. She's definitely just a cool snake. All right, I gotta go put her back. It's cleaning day tomorrow, so good thing because she got her water bowl dumped. I mean,
Oh,
why you got to dump in your water bowl?
we cleaned out the 28 quarts yesterday, and she
See, look, I
did.
try to put her back, and this is what she does every time I try to put her back. She's like, "No, I don't want to go back. I'm just gonna wrap your hand up." Little brat.
Sounds like
Oh, I'm
manners.
expecting that.
We did the bigger ones here tonight. Wednesday, that bigger ball python we got, I swear she's crossed with a damn retic. Every time she shits in her water bowl.
But then I'm making another trade too. I'm trading that Xanthic Het Lab female to the same guy that I traded the male Lab Het Xanthic to, and he's giving me a lace Het Orange Ghost male, which is going to go to my Orange Ghost stuff. And his line of lace is really fucking cool. Wait till I get that. And then a black pastel Huffman Het Hypo Pos Het Pied. I don't
Sweet.
care about the pied. I just care about that it's a recessive animal. So it's either going to throw Huffman or black pastel. So no normals in that clutch. And it's Het Hypo. So
Zelda, what's good, buddy?
what's up, Zelda? I like the logo.
Little man likes watching his car videos, man.
Yeah, I watch them every once in a while. I mean, I don't get into it like, too much, but I give it a gander here and there.
Little man's 5. He absolutely loves it.
Oh, I bet. But yeah, I got some interesting stuff coming for sure. I mean, I'd have had some interesting stuff coming this year if the right females would have laid, but whatever. It'll come. I'll get it. Because I got that ivory het clown that went to the gravel het clown het ultra male. I got a super gravel clutch coming. I got clown pied lav, a blade het clown het pied het lav to a het clown pied lav male coming. I have that same male that went to a spot nose het clown het lav. I have a lot of shit coming.
Power on.
It's good. I hope it all goes up for you.
I mean, I hope I just hit at least one all gene animal in it so I could keep that to advance my projects. I mean, plus
Yeah.
I have that super pastel het clown het sunset that went to the blade lace clown and a phantom het clown. So I mean, I'd love to see 2 years from now a phantom lace sunset, if not a phantom lace sunset clown. That'd be cool.
I think I'm going to start pairing these things up again tomorrow. These 3 females that didn't go.
I've been pairing them the whole time. I mean, I drew back the males on the ones that I thought that was pretty close. And it's been month 2 and they didn't lay an egg and lay anything. So if they don't go in 4 months, I'm separating for 4 months. If they don't go in 4 months, they're getting some more snake wiener to them.
Hell yeah.
And I'm only putting one male. I'm not putting any other males to them. Like, I'm not having these old mystery split clutches. It's just, if it comes out, I know it's that male. I guess there's only one other female that I put two snakes to, but actually there's been 3 to her. So it's going to be a what the fuck clutch. But she didn't go. So I wanted her to go because I wanted to see what else is in her. That's that weird looking spot nose het clown I got. That that is vanilla or spark, one or the other, because that was what was in the clutch, and it came from Custom Scales, and that dude knows what he's doing. Like, I mean, I didn't know this at the time, but he's pretty big. I mean, after being on YouTube, I mean, he don't have a YouTube channel, sort of, but he does a lot of interviews, and he's been in the game for a while. So, I mean, the guy knows what he's doing.
Lynch. So he's like Mr. Lynch. He don't have a YouTube channel, but he's been doing this shit for 3 or 4 decades.
Well, he has a channel, yeah, but it's like Mr. Lynch. He has a channel, but he don't really do it. I don't think he's been doing it quite as long as Mr. Lynch because he's about my age, but he's at least been doing it like 20 years. At least a couple decades. But yeah, dude's pretty cool. I mean, I've talked to him on the regularly when I first got that snake because he actually sent me the wrong one. Like, I was supposed to get the spot nose het clown that actually looked like a spot nose het clown, not the one that looked all different. And well, I got the different looking one, and I was like, well, there's got to be something else in this. And he's like, vanilla and spark was in the clutch, so it's either vanilla or spark. I couldn't tell which one. So that's why I just labeled it as a spot nose.
They're doing good there, Zelda. Just had some of them out showing them off. One of the babies we made this year.
I'd go show the babies off that I had, but they just ate yesterday, and I don't want to jumble them around.
Yeah, not a good idea.
And not that's only their 3rd meal.
Yeah, so. Not when they're that little either, so,
Well, hell, I mean, I want to take pictures and shit of them, but I feed them like every 4 to 5 days. Like, so like by the time that they're digesting, they're getting another meal. So I'm going to wait until, they get on a weekly to really start doing pictures and pushing them.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to do it right. They're gonna be over 100 grams before I send anything out.
Absolutely. I hate that shit. You order a snake off somebody, you get it in the mail, and it's fucking 75 grams.
Dude, I'm not gonna throw names out there at all because I don't do that. But Steve, Lexi's boyfriend's dad, I got him into snakes and they love it. But he won one of these, giveaway snakes, and he got it. And you know how much that fucking snake weighed?
Next to nothing.
32 grams.
Yeah, next to nothing. Fucking thing probably wasn't even eating on its own.
32 grams. And the guy said, that it had 5 meals. It was just born at like 17 grams. But still, all right, it didn't even double its weight. What are you feeding it? Like, I mean, I'm not going to go there, but I'm never buying nothing from that person, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'll never do it.
That one little banana we had didn't make it. It passed away yesterday or the day before.
I'm worried about one of the pieds because it regurged. That one that regurged. I'm worried a little about him, but I don't know. I think he'll make it. I mean, I just think, like I said, that one screw came undone from it wasn't tight enough actually on the heat strip, and it caused it to get down to 70 degrees, and he just wasn't digesting the food, so he regurged it.
Yep.
But he did get the nutrition out of it, because that thing was like nothing but bones and fur. There was no meat, no guts, no nothing. It was just like he picked out all the good stuff, and there were just bones and fur. I almost thought it was like a not digested poop, but no, I mean, I took pictures of it, and my Chris from CR Reptiles, my mentor, said, "No, that's a regurg, dude. Does it stink?" I'm like, "No, it don't stink at all." I'm sitting there on video with him smelling it with rubber gloves on. No, not at all. And he's like, "Well, then you got lucky, because it regurged. It like basically processed all the meat and all the guts and all the everything in it, and regurged the fur and bones, more or less. It somehow got all the good stuff." But I picked it up and smelled it right here close to my nose, and it didn't have a smell to it at all. I'm pretty good.
I've only ever had 2 snakes regurgitate, one of which died, and that pissed me off. I sold, at one point I had probably 10 retics, and I sold all of them but 2 over that. And then Mr. Nanners, we were running low on rats one time after that, and instead of buying them off somebody that I didn't know, which is what happened with the one that regurged and died, we went to Petco and bought them, and bought frozen thawed, and Mr. Nanners fucking regurgitated one of them, and we decided right then and there that we were going to start breeding our own fucking rats.
When I first got into this, I was buying frozen thawed here and there from Petco, like just to get me by while my order was coming, because I tried to do all frozen thawed, and it just wasn't working. Like I had a couple that was on frozen thawed, and I had to get live for a couple. And now I just do live because it's so much easier. Like, I mean, honestly, it's just easier. And man, that one rat, I let it defrost it. I put it in hot water, and then I used to clip its tail. And I have this space heater, and I have like 18-inch hemostats, and I would balance it so it's sitting there, like maybe 10 inches from the heat fan. And I used to warm it up till it got to around 100 degrees, and they ate pretty good like that. But I warmed that thing up to 100 degrees, and you could just start smelling it. And then I looked at it, and like the underneath skin was like black, and like rat skin isn't supposed to be black at all.
Nope.
So that thing was fucking half rotted, and I wasn't feeding it to my snake. I threw it away, and it's a damn shame, because it was a small, and you pay like damn near $5 for one frozen thawed. I think it's actually $6.99 for one
Yep.
small frozen thawed rat up at Petco or one.
Yep.
Man, that was a waste of $7, and I was kind of pissed about it. And then, I told them, I got a bad rat up here last time, and I took a picture of it, and I said, see how the skin's black? And they were like, no, you need to bring it back. I'm like, what? You want me to bring a stinking ass rat back up here? You guys are nuts. I would just have been happy if they would have gave me another one, you know what I mean? But no, they didn't want to give me another one. They thought that I was, bullshitting, pulling their leg or whatever, just trying to get a free rat. And I will never go back to Petco to buy anything.
I've come to the conclusion if I got to buy a rat from Petco, I'll go pay fucking $8 or $9 for a live one out of their fucking pet only fucking
I don't
area.
even want to do that. Seriously, I don't even want to feed them that because, I mean, you never see like a bunch of food in their container. They only get a set amount of food. You don't know if that one's eating or not because, the other ones could be taking the food. Like, I don't know. I don't like how they take care of their animals up there. I will say this one up here by us, they must have someone in there that knows how to feed these reptiles because their reptiles look really, really nice. All their snakes are like big, fat, and full and look nice. You know what I mean? They don't look like loose skin and like half dead. They look real nice, thick, bodied snakes. So they got someone up there that knows what they're doing for sure. What up, Cole? I haven't seen you around in a while. I can buy a colossal rat for like $5 here. What's a colossal? Like an extra large?
Yeah, jumbo fucking.
No.
Too big for anything we got.
Yeah, that's too big. I mean, we can't even feed baby rabbits because they don't get that big.
Oh,
baby rabbits are smaller than extra large rats.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 females here that are fucking put down baby rabbits.
I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know.
It don't matter to me, buddy.
2 of mine can because they're over 2,000 grams. I bet you they could, but I don't know.
It don't matter.
I'd rather just take the big mice or big rat.
If it comes down to my snakes living or fucking feeding rabbits or guinea pigs or whatnot, guess what? Bye-bye.
I mean, them guinea pigs are huge. I mean, I don't think my snakes could even get a guinea pig in them.
Yeah, well. She'd get animals and stuff here that she'd get offline for free and she'd want to keep them for pets and okay, whatever.
Well, you had retics, so I mean, you could feed them anything.
Hey, guess what? The rat guy can't make it this week, so either you go pick it or I'm gonna go pick it.
All right, you go pick which one is just fed. All right, I get that. I mean, it was funny we're saying that because me and my daughters were talking about it today, and there was a sign up the road that says free bunnies. It's off the Amish, or not free, but bunnies for sale, and they're only like $5. You know, and I was like, man, if I had a retic or berm, I'd sit there and go buy every one. And they're like, you wouldn't feed it to a snake. You're damn right I would. I mean, if I had a berm or a retic and they needed a big meal like that, you're damn right I would.
We went to the Homer City auction one time, me and her, and I bought probably 7 rabbits off of the one kid that I know up there. And they went for $1 something a piece, but you had to bid against other people. And right. I caught that kid. He was still sitting in the grandstand. I walked up behind him. I said, hey, next time, why don't we avoid the middleman? I'll just come buy him from your place. He says, okay. Right. He says, come up in a week or 2. He says, I'll have more ready. So I go up. He says, what are you thinking on a price? So I said, how many do you got? He's like, I got 18 of them right now. I said, I'll take all of them. And he's looking at me kind of funny, like, what are you doing with 18 rabbits, you know? So I told him, I'm like, dude, I'll be straight out with you. I said, I raise reticulated pythons. These things ain't gonna last. They're gonna go home and get fed off. And in a couple of weeks, I'll be back to buy more. Are you okay with that? I don't care. He says, if you're gonna do that, he said, I'll sell you every one I got when you come to get them for $5 a piece.
That ain't
And
bad.
then, dude, them little Amish kids, when they'd see me and Aunt Madman roll in their driveway, they'd come running with their fucking rabbits, man.
Yeah, they wanted that money.
Oh hell, dude, we'd roll in there and spend $200-300 on fucking rabbits.
Well, I mean, you got snake food for a while. That's for damn sure.
I mean, one kid was selling some at the auction for pet quality rabbits, and he'd keep the pretty ones, whatever. I didn't fucking care.
Right.
As long as I had shit to fucking feed my snakes, I didn't give a shit what he did with them.
Exactly. I mean, I'm getting to that point to where I'd like to. I think I'm going to go next spring up to Tractor Supply and buy the chickens that have broken wings, like the baby chicken.
You gotta watch feeding ball pythons chickens, well, any snake chickens, because they get hooked on them. And then you're fucked, and you got to start buying quail, and you got to buy shit like that.
I could go buy a chicken at any point in time of year up there at Tractor Supply for $2. I mean, if I didn't have such a good rat connection, I would be feeding chickens.
Have you ever fed a chicken to a snake?
No.
It stinks. Oh my god, dude! It smells so fucking rancid when it comes out.
Well, because it has the feathers, but it
It's
don't have
foul
the fur.
going in. It's foul going in, and it's foul coming out. Trust me, it will wake you up in the middle of the night to go clean that toad out that snake just shit in. You're worried about blood python shit being nasty? You feed a ball python a chicken and see what happens.
Feed your ball python a hairless rat. Do that once.
We've done it.
Yeah. What'd the poop look like from that?
Kind
Chocolate
of messy.
syrup.
Yeah, it's
Chocolate
kind of messy.
syrup.
It's kind of messy, but I ain't the one that cleans them up.
So you'd give hairless rats all the time. You don't give a fuck.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. It don't bother me, man. She's got a male guinea pig here that she wants a female for, and my buddy Bobby's one friend works down at Shop and Save, and she paired her guinea pigs up, and she says, whenever I have a female, you can have one, but every time I go to Shop and Save, she's like, you got to promise me you're not going to feed it to a snake.
Dude, fucking Chris, like my rat guy, he has probably 100 guinea pigs running around his yard. Like them things breed like rabbits, and he has them just like running around his yard. They burrow in the winter, like them things. They're survivors.
Like
they survive.
Yep. They're essentially a fucking prairie dog.
I don't know. I didn't think them things would survive the winter. He says, fuck yeah, these things survive. You should see them hopping through the snow and stuff. They don't care. They got that big, heavy, thick coat of fur. But yeah, they make it through the winter and they breed like rabbits. And he's like, dude, I can't get rid of the things. I started breeding them for berms and retics, and I have enough to feed them. But hell, look around the yard. Go catch one if you want. If you catch it, you could have it. Come up here with a net. I'll take you there. We catch them with a net, and you can have anything you want. Hell, he was trying to sell them. I talked to Eric. Eric was going to buy some. It's only $3 a piece.
Yeah. The rat lady there that used to have the rats there, and she'd go around selling them at shows and stuff from Lake Trobe.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking, what the fuck was there? Food for Reps. Yeah. She'd sell me guinea pigs like that for $5 a piece, as many of them as I fucking wanted.
Well, I can get them for you for $3 a piece, as many as you want. It's just
I have no use for them now.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Anyone's got Burma retics and want to drive to Central Pennsylvania, I can get you some guinea pigs, $3 a piece. We might have to get a net and catch them, but there's hundreds running around.
Anthony's been trying to get back in that game with the retics and the berms. He might take you up on that offer eventually, because he ain't that far from you.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, there's at least 50 of them at any given time running around his yard, and that's what you could see. If you go look underneath, what's wrong with us old people? If you go look underneath everything, you'll see slews of them because they hide underneath the chicken coops, hide underneath like everything. They get underneath it all.
Hey, fucking old people need love too, Solo.
Hey, we could still get it up. That ain't a problem yet.
You're lucky I don't live anywhere by where you work at. I'd go through there and find all them old guys and they'd wake up and get their cup of coffee in the morning. There'd be a crushed up little blue pill in their coffee for you.
Oh boy.
They'd be chasing Solo.
Then.
They'd be out there chasing Solo around the fucking workplace in their wheelchairs.
Come here, you old lady. I'll give you some. Come here, young lady. Come here. Let this old EB get you. Dude, like when I go to state college anymore, I feel so old. Like them girls up there, like they look so fucking young, and it's just like, man, I feel it makes me feel so old. Because, damn, I don't know. That concert I went to, dude. I mean, my daughter drugged me to this rap concert. Let's talk about this because this is funny. So, this rap concert, his name was Boogie with a Hoodie. I don't know. She needed someone 18 or over to take her, so I took her. Like, her mom bought the tickets. Her mom listens to rap music, but I ended up taking her, and her mom tells everyone that I don't do shit with her. Bullshit, you dumb cunt. But anyways, she just likes to run her face. But anyway, so we go to this concert, and I'm expecting a concert, a band, people singing. Well, a rap concert is just a glorified, like, karaoke thing because there's a DJ. They don't even sing their own songs, and they're not even singing the whole song. Like, the DJ plays the music, and they sing what words they want to sing. So that was a little off to me. That was like, this ain't a concert. This is a glorified karaoke session. Like, this sucks. But you should see what these college girls was wearing to this concert. Like, I seen more tits and ass walking around that rap concert than I seen in probably the last 20 years, paying attention to it. Like, I mean, there was 5,000 women wearing as skimpy clothes as you can imagine.
That's the nothing.
Like this one girl that coming down the row in front of us, because we was up in the seats. She was wearing like a bikini top. It was leather, you know what I mean? So, and it was pretty chilly in that place. So everyone was nipped, and you could see their nips through their shiny plastic leather looking thing. It was all nipped. And, half of them were walking around like this because they know their boobs are hanging out. Half of them aren't. They don't care. But this one girl, had basically, this leather bikini top on and a mini skirt that I'm telling you, that mini skirt, her standing up, like, just like covered, like to the bottom of her.
So the bottom of her snatch and her panties were sticking out when she was walking around.
Well, she stepped in the aisle. Like right in front of me. I'm sitting there in a chair, everyone's standing up. I'm just like, yeah, it's pretty like a stupid chair. I'm sitting there trying to have fun, make fun and laugh and shit. We had a good time. But right there in my face, I'm like, look at that. There's a pooter. Like, she heard me. She looked at me and smiled and just kept walking. I'm like, did you see that? And don't you ever think you're wearing anything like that. I mean, we was leaving the place. I was like, you ain't allowed to wear that. You ain't allowed to wear that. Just a matter of fact, anything you see in this place, you're not allowed to wear because this is bullshit.
Anything other than what you see when you look in the mirror, you are not allowed to wear that you see at this venue.
No. Solo, I'm sorry. Like, looking at girls that are my daughter's age just don't turn me on anymore. They have to look mature to me. like anymore. I'm too old for that. I'm not a dirty old man. I'm a dirty old man if they look my age or maybe a little younger. But I'm not into 18, 19, 20-year-olds. Nope. Not me.
You're in that age bracket where you're sitting in the stands looking for the other old lady sitting in the stand.
I'm in a stage to where I ain't even looking. Like you basically have to come right up to my face and go, "Hey," for me to pay attention because I just don't care.
That girl tried and you weren't even paying attention.
No, I just looked and laughed and said, "Look, there's a pooter." I mean, hey, your pooter's showing. I mean, I was telling her about it. I mean, she didn't give a fuck. I just can't see how the youth don't have decency. There is none.
Oh, they have decency, but that's a thing that sign says open for business.
Well, they could stay open because it ain't getting my business. I'm done with that. All these STDs are going around nowadays. No way. I ain't like that.
This old dude I worked with at fucking Penn Line. Well, I worked with him at Asplin, and then we went to Penn Line. Fucking, he has this saying: "Pretty in pink will rot your dink."
that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. That's funny though. Pretty in pink, rot your dink.
Absolutely, man.
But yeah, I don't know. I've been touching base on it, but I have my 14-year-old living with me again now. Like basically, she was with me, I'd say 75% of her life from the age of 12. But for the last year and a half, I have rules. You know what I mean? Like I'm lenient with her, but I have rules. So for the last year and a half, she's been living with her mother who tried to be her friend. She has a little bit more money than I do. So she was buying Kira's love and this and that. Well, every time they get into an argument, she wants to tell Kira, the same thing she told me, get the fuck out of my house. She's telling her 14-year-old daughter to get the fuck out of her house. This is the third time. Strike one, I let it go. Strike two, it was like, man, this pissed me off. This time, it really pissed me off. I got Kira, and I'm not letting her go back. I don't care. If I have to go and tell that to the judge that she keeps kicking her out, and, I will. I don't care. I got it. And, Kira finally sees it that, the way her mom is, and it ain't going to happen. She don't want to put herself through it, too. So she's staying here with me again, and it puts a little bit more light in me. I think I was a little depressed and I didn't know with her being down there around her mom because I know her way her mom is. I mean, that's why I ain't with her. She kicked me out 4 or 5 times a year anytime we had a disagreement. Hell, I put up with that shit for like 7 years and nope, ain't doing it no more. She can't even have that girl consistently for a year and a half, and this is what happens. Woman's just a miserable bitch.
Been there, done that one.
How could you tell your 14-year-old daughter to get the fuck out of your house? I mean,
I don't know, man.
How? I don't care what that little girl does here. I ain't ever going to tell her she's got to fucking go live with her mom. We'll sit down and we'll talk about it and we'll find a solution. I just don't get it. Like, how can the fuck could you be hateful enough to tell your kid to get the fuck out? That's wrong.
My kid's mama done fucking, we fought for him for almost 8 years through the court systems because he wanted to live with me, and he would go tell the domestics that he wanted to stay with me, and he'd tell the people in the courts he'd want to stay with me. But when he'd go home, he was scared of his mom, and he'd tell her that no, I just told him that that's not the case. Then finally, he finally got tired of her shit one night and told her exactly what he felt and how he felt, and I was proud. My kid acts just like his daddy because he done give her fucking both barrels, and she did not like what she heard because she called me the next day at work and said, if you want them, I'll go sign my rights over tomorrow at the courthouse.
Well, I'm on disability, and Kara gets basically a disability check for me to make up for that difference of when I was working. And I found out that bitch is getting $700, over $700 a month for Kara. So it's just like, all right, Kira's living here now. You're either going to give me that money or I'm going to go to court and start a bunch of shit.
Yep.
So we're going to see what happens because she gets it at the beginning of the month. We're going to see if she hands me that money. And if she tries to hand me half of it, says I'm putting half up for Kira, I'm going, oh no, you give me it all. I ain't playing that shit. I want it all or I'm going to court. Period. Yeah, I ain't playing with that bitch. I'm done. I'm done with it. Let me go pack a bowl up. I need a bowl.
Yeah, it is Solo. It's probably been 3.5, 4 years since my kid spoke to his mother.
But we went to her school today, and she wants to be on cyber school, because her friend's in cyber school, so she wants to start the cyber school thing. So I went there today and started the process of this, and they started asking me about what's going on, and I didn't hold back. I told them.
Yeah, I know you did.
And then that teacher looked at me and he said, well, what do you think the root of some of Kira's problems is? And I said, the way her mom treats her. I said, her mom wants to be her best friend, until they have an issue. And then it's just like, get the fuck out my house. I said, she wants a mother that loves and cares about her all the time, not when it's convenient for her. And Kira just started tearing up. You seen it. And I was like, I'm her dad. I'm going to care for her. I'm going to love her the same, whether I'm not, or I am mad at her. I could talk to this girl. I don't have to scream and yell at her. And I for damn sure won't tell her to get the fuck out of my house.
Exactly.
Who in the fuck does that? I just don't get it.
People don't realize what these kids remember from their childhood and how young they remember shit from. And it sticks in the back of their mind as they're growing up, and it causes a lot of resentment, a lot of issues in a child.
When she was younger, like 5, 6, 7 years old, she would look at me and say, Daddy, I don't want to go home. I hate my mom. I don't want to go to her house. I hate her. And I used to tell her, don't talk about your mom like that. I used to stick up for Tammy. I used to be like, that's your mom. You only have one. You need to love her. Just give her a chance. Now it's just like, you know what? She cooked her goose. Fucking hate her, Kira. Because, and she's going around calling me a pedophile. She's going around telling everyone that I'm a fucking pedophile. And hey, I'll fucking say it because I ain't. I got 3 daughters. Go talk to all 3 of them. And they'll tell you, I ain't never fucking touched them, never thought about touching them. And the only thing she's doing it for is because, she's trying to make me look bad when it's her fucking boyfriend that got caught looking at my daughter's ass.
I'd kill some fucking buddy there.
No shit. I'll kill someone too. I'll kill them till they're dead. It wanted to call me a fucking pedophile. I blew up on her about that too.
Then I might get out that 36 volt fucking golf cart charger and bring him back to life just to do it again.
Hell yeah, I'm game. You can look up my name on docket sheet. There is nothing about no child abuse, sexual abuse. There's a bunch of simple assaults, and that's all you'll find on me. Because I beat a lot of people up for doing stupid shit.
Exactly.
And, she ain't got no right to fucking say that. And the only reason she's saying that is when I was going through this court system trying to get the other two back, the oldest two, fucking, they tried to, like Lexi one time, like I didn't see her for a month, and me and Lexi, we're close. Like Lexi and Kira was left and right hip growing up. So I didn't see her for like a month because of them assholes fucking this and that. Well, she ran up to me, wrapped her legs around me, and I spun her around. And they said, well, that looks like, there's something more than father-daughter there. And tried to trick them into saying that I touched them. They went and interrogated that girl for 3 fucking hours, went and interrogated Mercedes for 3 hours for Mercedes to say, well, like he did kind of favor Lexi, more than me. And they took that as, well, we got to investigate this. That's the only where it stemmed from. And, there was no evidence to back it up, and they had nothing to say in fucking court, and she wants to fucking keep going. Fuck that bitch. I hope you watch this, you dumb fucking disgusting cunt. Sorry. That's a sore spot with me. That woman did nothing besides ruin my kid for the last year and a half.
You don't ever have to apologize for that on here.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, I might have offended someone out in your audience, and I don't want to do that. But just,
hey,
there's no reason for it. Like this bitch, every time she gets a boyfriend, I turn to the biggest piece of shit in the world because her boyfriends are intimidated by me, and I can't help that. I didn't do nothing to them. I'll walk up and shake their hand and smile at them. Like, I dare you to start something because I'll rip your fucking head off. Nah, they're intimidated. So it's like, he's an asshole. Don't talk to him. So she's got to treat me like an asshole and start all this shit. And that ain't good for Kira. That ain't.
No, it ain't.
So I'm telling her the way it is. I'm not, pulling no low blows or nothing. It's like, that's what your mom used to do to me. So I guess that's the way your mom loves. Get the fuck out.
Yep.
She don't care who she hurts. She don't care if she hurt your feelings or not. She don't care. Kid, adult, whatever. So you ain't fucking my kid up anymore.
They get too worried about that swinging dick coming in the door than they do any fucking thing else.
And that's all I got to say about that. Ew. I just wish I could lose my balls and grow a cunt for a day, because I would go beat the living piss out of that woman. I would. I would go beat the living snot out of her. Then I'd splash some water on her, rub some lip on her, wake it up, and fucking beat her ass again. And then grow my dick back and run away. I mean, ew. I told a woman that before, and she tried to get a restraining order on me. Well, we lived together, and she was moving out, and she told my kids they better not be here when her brothers get there because she's going to have her brothers beat me up. And I was like, please. I walked upstairs, and I was like, kids, you can listen to this. I was like, you want to tell my kids that? If I could have a cunt right now, I'd beat the living shit out of you. But I got a dick. I'm not. So, you need to, think your 5'5", fucking 110-pound fucking brother is fucking stop thinking he's He-Man, because I'll smash him. And the other one, he'll be out of breath before I even fucking get started. This is 10 years ago. So I like maybe even 15. So I was hot to trot. There was no fucking quitting me. So, and I looked at her and said, if I could have a cunt for a day, I'd beat the living shit out of you for saying that. She went to the police barracks, fucking filed a restraining order, got me and my kids removed from the house because she had to go there and move her stuff. For a week, I had to stay with my mom with my kids, because of that. And then we went to courts, and that judge looked at me and she's like, what exactly did you say to her? I said, ma'am, if I can be frank, I'm going to tell you exactly how I said it. I looked at that judge and I said, I told her if I could grow a cunt for a day, I would beat the fuck out of you. But I can't. I have a dick. So I'm not. And turned around and walked away. And that's what she came out here, got me and my kids kicked out of the house for a week over. That bitch had to pay for everything. She had to pay for the court proceedings. She had to got denied everything. She had to pay for it. It was like over $1,500 that they made her pay for wasting the court's time and almost got charged. She almost got charged for falsifying reports, but they let it
Good
go.
for the dumb bitch.
Yeah. I was laughing. So that won't stand up in court. I'll tell her that again. Fucking bitches. I can't stand them. I'm sorry. I can't stand you women. I'm sorry. I have a love-hate relationship with yous, but I can't stand yous at this moment. Sorry,
Hey, we're all out there in left field, man. Just some of us are a little further out there than others.
Oh, I'm way out there in left field. You can't tell me I'm not. I'm like over there, like on the other side of the sideline, sitting in the seats in left field. Like I'm way out there.
Dude, I ain't even on the fucking stadium property.
And yeah, my screws are loose because I keep them loose, motherfuckers. I don't try to tighten shit. Oh, God. I don't think this is a very nice live. We're being pretty vulgar tonight.
Hey, why not?
Well, I'm the one that had to start talking about my ex.
Why not? Get it out there, get it open. Vent.
It's stupid. Like, I don't even begin to understand how you could tell your kid that. Like,
I don't know.
Okay, if they're, 40 and still home and not, trying to help you out and just, like basically living off you, I can understand that. But a 14-year-old, and you know what it started over? Like, this is really going to get you. You know what this one started over this time? Because I had to pick her up from a doctor's appointment, and she wrote the note for 2:30. Yeah, fun to hate, I'll tell you that. But she wrote the get out of school for 2:30. Well, Kira called me around 1 o'clock, like totally having a meltdown. You know what I mean? Like, I heard the truancy officer in the background, you better stop or you're going to get arrested. So I'm like, Kira, let me talk to the truancy officer. Like, it took me 10 minutes to get Kira just to simply let me talk to the guy. And I was like, I'm her dad. She's having a meltdown. I'm going to come a little early to get her. So I got there at about 1:30. I talked to them for about 25 minutes to a half hour. It was around 1:55, 2 o'clock when we left the school. I'm tired of your fucking games picking her up early. I told you 2:30. And I'm like I'm never going to listen to you, bitch. What are you talking about? I didn't listen to you when we was together, and you think I'm going to listen to you when we're apart? All this. Get the fuck out of my house, Kira, and all this because we left a half hour earlier than she wrote the note for.
That sounds about right.
Nonsense. It's over nothing. I'm still in disbelief, but it's just like, you know what? Good. You cooked your own goose. I didn't have to do nothing. I did the right thing by sitting here trying to keep the peace. I gave you the rope and you hung yourself. It took longer than I wanted it to, but you fucking hung yourself.
That's like my oldest boy's mom. His mom and her boyfriend both work at Napa and Salzburg down here, the only auto parts store around here for 25 miles.
Nice.
So I'm in and out of that store all the time buying shit. And I go in there. If she's in there, she'll go behind the counter somewhere and hide. If her boyfriend Keith's in there, he fucking waits on me, whatever. How's Chad doing? Good. Just normal fucking conversation. But she won't fucking be mature enough to have one.
Like, that's just it. Like, why can't they just be fucking mature about it? I had a lot of personal growth in the last 5 years. And I'm sorry that I know how to talk to people and you don't. But that don't give you the right just to be Miss Bitch to everyone.
Nope.
And she has this business. She don't report taxes in. She gets, everything sent to Venmo, Cash App, Apple Pay. She makes probably about she's pulling in good money. She makes about $3,000 a week. Now that's like money, but she's got to buy materials and stuff like cleaning supplies. But she's
Yeah.
bringing that. She's bringing in like at least I'd say 1,500 to $2,000 a week. After that's what she's clearing, and she's not claiming any of this. How long do you think it's going to be before the IRS really fucking realizes it? I mean, they check fucking Cash App and Venmo and shit. They keep an eye on that shit.
Yep.
So she's getting her goose cooked anyways. Like, I don't even got to do nothing. I'm not going to be the one to call, but I tell you what, she's going to piss off enough people and they're going to get a call, but you know who's going to get the blame for it, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I already get the blame for everything that goes wrong in her life. It's all my fault. I ruined her life and I don't do nothing. She got caught selling weed and it was my fault.
That's like the rumor. Every now and again, we get a rumor kicked back through fucking town down here that fucking Sandy's doing drugs or this and that. Motherfuckers, if y'all know me and you know my household, if there was anybody in this house that they want to start a rumor about doing drugs and being true, it'd probably be me, because my old lady don't touch any of that shit.
Like, I don't see your wife even touching drugs at all.
She's
not
even
the type.
fucking drink.
She's not the type.
Her idea of drinking, she'll have a half a fucking wine cooler and that's about it.
I was gonna say, what it is, like her shot of fuzzy navel or something, like peach schnapps and orange juice.
Fucking brandy once in a while when she gets a fucking sore throat or something.
Oh, she's having a wild night with the brandy then.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I couldn't find my charger. My phone's at 5%, so I'll give you 5% longer.
You're good, buddy. We can call this anytime you want. I'm gonna go over and harass Cole's fucking patrons for a while.
That's cool. We'll just, I'm good, so my phone don't completely die. But everyone out there in the chat, thanks for listening and not being all pissed off at me for fuck shit, damn cocksucking cunt, and all that shit.
Hey, why not?
Thank you.
All right, later.
Later. We almost did 2 hours. We're still going.
I know. I don't